それじゃあ出始めにこのランプを強化してみて。
And with that, I come back to Fate Stay Night. It's been a week because I missed Monday's video due to being sick. With that being said, this will not be a long one because it is 11 o'clock at night and I want to go to bed. Okay, I had a shower, I had some food, I'm up at 11 o'clock at night. This will just be the lesson. I don't know how long this will take, and it certainly will not go into the next day. So, with that being said, let her continue. Tohsaka hands me an old-looking lamp. I sit on the floor. I cup the lamp with my hands and take a deep breath. Tohsaka says it's so easy, but I'm all tense from nervousness. I've been trying this every night, but with a success rate below 0.1%. Tohsaka says she wants to see what I can do to measure my skill, but there's nothing to measure if my strength doesn't work in the first place. I try to shake off any distractions. Right now I need to focus on the lamp. The blueprint of the lamp pops into my head. The material of the glass, its composition, the flow of its power. I can see it as if it were a network of blood vessels. Then all I have to do is infuse my magical energy into those vessels. I just have to do what I always do. The sensation of a burning metal rod lining down my spine. All I have to do is let that burning nerve into myself, however much it shouldn't exist in a human body, and let it fuse with me. As long as that works, all I have to do is pour the right amount of magical energy into the glass. Chat has... I couldn't control myself and I ended up using more magic energy I should have, and the glass shattered. I looked timidly at Tohsaka.
やっぱりそうじゃないかって思ってたんだけど、本当にそうだったか。
What do you mean, Tohsaka?
そんなの決まってるでしょ。あんたの才能のなさに呆れたのよ。そもそも基本がなってない。まったく。よくもそんなデタラメな方法で魔力を生成できるもんだって感心するわよ。
Tohsaka, are you mad?
当たり前じゃない。こんな基本的な問題を抱えたまま鍛錬してきたあんたにも呆れてるし、間違いを正さなかったあんたの死には殺意さえ覚えるわ。なんだってあんたはこんな遠回りなことになってるのよ。
I get it. Don't badmouth my old man. It's my own fault that I don't have talent. He's got nothing to do with it.
関係あるわよ。仮にも弟子にしたんなら教え子の道を正すのが師匠じゃない。そりゃもういない人に当たっても仕方がないけど、それにしたってあんたの師匠は初めの手順を間違えているわ。
Tohsaka, clearly still angry, takes something that looks like a can out of a bag. It looks like a can filled with colorful hand candy, the sort of thing children overseas might like. How dare you fucking betray us like that? I've seen similar containers in Japan too. They hold a variety of different flavor candies. The white ones are mint.
白、手出して。
I do as she asks. Tohsaka shakes out the can. The red candy drops away.
はい。それ飲んで。
What? Again, I do as she asks. It's not sweet. Actually, it has no flavor at all. And the texture is more like rock than candy. Force myself to swallow it. My throat's tingling. What was that, Tohsaka?
何って宝石に決まってるじゃない。見てわからなかった？
She says it so casually, but it's totally outrageous. But a chew of what?
仕方ないでしょ。薬も用意してきたんだけど、白を矯正するにはそんなものじゃ効かないの。だから一番強いのでスイッチを開くしかないなって。
That's not the point. Why did you make me swallow? I can't digest that.
あのね、不安がるならもっと別のことを不安がりなさい。ただの宝石じゃないんだから。今のはまだ分かってないあなたに無理やり分からせるための強制装置。そろそろ解き始める頃だから気合い入れてないと気絶するわよ。
Oh no. You say that I'm picking a fate so casually. Just as I say that, it starts to get weird. What? My body's burning. My limbs are starting to go numb. Heat builds up in my back in a flare of what I can only describe as pain. I fire at my brow and try to concentrate, or I'll know I'll fall over. What did... I know this feeling. This is the feeling of failure. This is my body reacting when it fails to construct a magic circuit inside me.
大丈夫。苦しいでしょうけど、今の状態を維持していれば少しずつ楽になるわ。もっとも体の熱さだけは 2,3 週間続くだろうけど。
I really want to respond, but I can't stay composed enough to do it. All I can do is muster strength to stay balanced so I don't topple over.
いい？魔術師と人間の違いっていうのはスイッチがあるかないかなの。このスイッチっていうのは魔術回路のオンオフだってのはわかるでしょ。ほら、そこにお湯を沸かせる電気ポットがあるじゃない。魔術師っていうのはそれなの。で、普通の人はお湯は沸かせないけどお湯を保温できるポットってわけ。似たようで違うものなのよ、私たちは。お湯を沸かすスイッチのあるなしはもう個人ではどうしようもない問題でしょ。生まれつき、いえ、作られる時に電気ポットか保温瓶か分けられるんだもの。スイッチがない人には一生魔術なんて体験できない。いい？あなたは素人だけど魔術回路は確かにある。つまり適性はあるのよ。だから一度でも魔術回路を体内に作ってしまえば、あとは切り替えるだけでいい。スイッチを押して自分の中でオンとオフを切り替えるだけで魔力はなるわ。
Sorry about that. I calm my breathing to suck, said so long as I maintain my composure, things don't get worse.
魔術回路を作るのは一度だけでいいのよ。だっていうのに、あなたは毎回一から魔術回路を作って自分の中に組み込もうとしている。
Why does my back hurt? Sorry.
それは無駄なの。一度でも体内に確立したものなら、あとは切り替えるだけでいいんだから。本来ね、魔術回路を成し得た者は次にいつでも切り替えられる鍛錬を受けるのよ。けどあなたの死はそれをしなかった。だから毎回死の危険性を負って魔術回路を作る。いえ、もしかしたらあなたの父親も同じ勘違いをしていたのかもしれないけど。
I exhale, sensation is starting to return to my limbs.
ずっと間違って鍛錬してきたあなたのスイッチは閉じている。こうなっちゃうと力技でこじ開けてシロの体にスイッチがあるって分からせなくちゃいけないでしょ。いい？今の宝石はね、そのスイッチを強制的にオンにするものよ。だからシロはずっとそのまま。元の状態に戻りたかったらシロ自身の力でオフにするしかない。それができたのなら、あとは宝石の助けなんていらないわ。以後は比較的簡単な精神の作用で、あなたは魔術回路を操れるようになる。
I wasn't even on. I get that, but can't we do something about this burning sensation? He's telling me to turn off the switch. How the hell am I supposed to do that?
もう喋れるの？はあ、自身のコントロールはうまいんだ。なら思ったより早く元に戻れるかもね。スイッチそのものは今の状態を落ち着けよう、早く楽になろうって体の方で勝手にオフにしてくれるから。あとはそのスピードを自分の意志で速くするだけね。簡単でしょ。
I don't get it. You say there's a switch, but it doesn't feel real.
今はそうだけど、そのうち明確にイメージできるようになるわ。頭の中にポンってボタンが浮かぶようになるから。あとはそれを切り替えるだけで、とりあえず魔術回路は簡単に開けるようになるわよ。
I just feel sick right now.
でしょうね。シロ、今まで強化の魔術を使ったらすぐに魔術回路を閉じてたでしょ。今はその逆でずっと魔術回路が開いている状態だもの。いつでも全力疾走しているようなものだから苦しいのは当たり前よ。けど魔術師ならそれぐらいは必須条件なんだから。マスターとして戦うって言うんならスイッチのオンオフはきっとシロの助けになる。
I know you took me by surprise, but I appreciate what you did. You're right. Once I grasp the idea of the switch, it'll help a lot.
分かってるじゃない。けど感謝される言われなんてないわよ。 私は協力者であるあんたが弱いままだと困るから手助けしてるだけなんだから。
Tohsaka huffs and looks away. Maybe it's because my body's all warm, but days of time I find myself thinking that Tohsaka might just be a good person. Oh, you're just realizing that now?
何よ、人の顔ジロジロ見て。
Nothing, I just thought you weren't really being honest.
そう、そんな軽口を叩けるなんて余裕あるじゃないエミヤ君。そんなに元気なら続けて教えても大丈夫よね。
Tohsaka grins wickedly and draws closer. Hold on a minute. I still can't move the muscle. So what is she? Hey!
それじゃあもう一度強化をしてみて。今のあなたじゃ魔力のコントロールもできないだろうけど、その状態に慣れてもらわないと戦力にならないわ。大丈夫。ランプは山ほど持ってきたし、何十回失敗するかわからないけど、強化が成功するまで休ませてなんてあげないから。
No joke, my back actually really hurts right now, and I have no idea why. It might be because I have a job that requires me to physically lift a bunch of stuff for 4 hours straight, or it might be because I'm sitting hunched over at least once every day doing this. She smiles, and even though I can hardly move, she hands me a lamp. Tohsaka's nerves like forces her to walk a tightrope while they have a 40-degree fever. Ah, Celsius, centigrade.
参ったわ。まさかこっちが先に値を上げることになるなんてね。
Tohsaka glares at me, her penetrating stare is accusing. Sorry?
私の見通しが甘かった。まさか30個全部壊されるなんて思いもしなかったから。悪いけど今日の鍛錬はこれでおしまいよ。シローの強化を測れる道具がないから。
Come on, at least I tried. I tried hard, even though my body is burning up like I'd been thrown into a boiling kettle. I tried, but in the end I didn't manage to succeed in my magecraft a single time. You know, if it's just the glass that's broken, you can fix it. I saw you fix the broken window into my house the other day.
無理。あれは普通に破損したものでしょ。こっちはシローの魔力に耐えきれなくなって割れたものだもの。他人の魔力を帯びたものに干渉するのは難しいって覚えておいて。
Yeah.
そうよ。いいからシローは休んでいいわ。今日はスイッチを呼び起こしただけでよしとしましょう。コントロールできるようになったらこの続きを教えるから。
I appreciate the chance to rest, but what else are you gonna teach me?
シロー強化しかできないんでしょ。前にそれしか使えないって言ってたけど、それならもう少し上級の変化ぐらいまで持っていけるかもしれない。強化と変化、それに投影の魔術について教わったことはない？
I have a little. Strengthening is a word just used to strengthen something. Most people typically think of strengthening as just making something harder, but it actually involves enhancing an object's attributes and effects. A sword gets sharper, a lamp grows brighter and glows brighter, and so on. Alteration doesn't need much explaining. For example, you can't start a fire using blades. Alteration with some ability beyond the object's usual traits is imbued into it. And then projection is... Wait, what is projection? Again, I remember my old saying that we're a lot, but...
強化と変化は知ってるんでしょ？なら投影もおのずと想像はつくと思うけど。まあ要するに物を複製するって魔術よ。強化や変化みたいに元からあるものに手を加える魔術じゃないわ。基本的には無から1から10を全て自分の魔力で構成するものだから、難易度的には最高ね。けど魔力ってのは使い捨てでしょ。投影で作り上げたものはすぐに消えてしまうのよ。10の魔力を使って作り上げた投影の剣と1の魔力で強化させた剣とでは、強化の剣の方が強くなる。強化は手を加えるだけでいいから効率がいいってわけ。その点投影は魔力を使いすぎるからメジャーに使われる魔術じゃないわ。
Oh, I remember now. My little man said something, but I said it wasn't worth it, so I shouldn't pursue it.
そういうこと。さあ、質問が済んだのなら終わりにしましょう。足元もおぼつかないようだし、 部屋の前までぐらいは送っていってあげるから。
I feel shaky on my feet. I feel shaky on my back. Tohsaka helped him in the room, and Saber's waiting for me by the veranda corridor.
お疲れ様でした、二人とも。
I don't even have the strength to answer. I just nod in thanks and head into my room.
シローはどうですか、リン。ダメ、すっごくダメ。あいつ才能ないわ。
It's a typical merciless Tohsaka response. And the next thing I know, I'm staring up at the night sky. Tonight, I'm not trying to run away because I'm anxious around Saber. I'm just trying to let the night wind cool my brain and body and to think about what Tohsaka taught me. And so I can use my switch, and it'll be time to think about the next steps. If I can't even manage the simple task of strength thing, I don't know what the future might hold for me. I try to infuse magic energy into a wooden plank I dragged out from the shed as I mumbled to myself. A cracking sound echoes up to me. The plank cracks and my strength thing fails. I can see it's from, but I don't understand why I can't control my magical energy. Tohsaka said I was putting too much power into it. She even said that I should just use small amounts of magical energy and just focus on reinforcing the object's weak points. So she's basically telling me to take it easy. She doesn't have to remind me. Problem is, I can't manage to ease up. If only there was a good way to relax. The sound of barely audible footsteps just reaches my ears. This is the second time I've sensed that presence. I don't need anything from you.
それは私も同じだ。だが、リンが気に病んでいるようなのでな。見るに見かねたというやつだ。
I throw the plank away, glaring at Archer. Archer seems curious about the plank. He picks it up.
強化の魔術か。にしても、ひどい出来だ。
What? Yeah, I know I'm not a fully trained mage, so I feel bad for making your master take on extra work for me.
そうではない。これに関しては、リンも間違えている。
What do you mean?
元からあるものに手を加える。それは高望みしすぎだ。そんなことができるほど、お前は器用ではあるまい。
He's just saying whatever he wants, but I can't think of a response to it. I know I'm not skilled. It's my own fault. I can't do magecraft properly. There's no point in taking it out on him.
どうした？昨夜ほどの元気はないか？
Shut up. I'm not just not saying anything because you're right. It's all my fault for not being good enough. I have to look away. I don't know how I interpret that, but...
お前はある意味、死に恵まれていないのかもしれないな。
Oh, like you're one to talk. Archer almost sounds impressed for a moment. It's not true. Maybe it's soccer good teachers. I'm the one who can't learn.
だからだ。お前相手にはな、何も分かっていない魔術師の方がうまく作用する。天才には凡人の悩みは分からない。
You'd be surprised by the amount of geniuses who are functionally awful as ordinary people.
リンは優等生すぎるから、落ちこぼれであるお前の間違いに気がつかないのだ。
I don't really get what Archer's trying to say. I don't get it, but if I had to guess, I don't get it. Are you just trying to pick a fight? If so, bring it on.
それも間違いだ。エミやシロは格闘には向かない。お前の戦いは精神の戦い。己との戦いであるべきだからだ。
They say a mage's battle is a mental one. I already know that, but if we're gonna fight, it should be with our fists.
まったく。これではセイバーも苦労しよう。
Archie despises me from the bottom of his heart. I've never seen his eyes like this. They seem filled with real disappointment and anger.
一度しか言わんからよく聞け。いいか。戦いになれば、エミやシローに勝ち目などない。お前のスキルでは、何をやってもサーバントには通じない。
Saber already told me that. I won't win in a battle. No matter what grand scream I try, I have no chance of victory.
ならば、せめてイメージしろ。現実で叶わない相手なら、想像の中で勝て。自身が勝てないのなら、勝てるものを幻想しろ。所詮、お前にできることなど、それぐらいしかないのだから。
That's actually some really good advice. I don't know why, but Archer's words strike a chord with me. My heart's telling me not to forget them. More than anything else, I know I should never forget what this man's saying.
どうかしているな。殺すべき相手に助言をするなど、どうやら私にも凛の甘さが移ったようだ。
All of a sudden, Archer disappears. Archer's supposed to be keeping watch. He must have gone back to the roof where he can do that best. What's with him? I complain to the empty air. Naturally, there's no response. While Archer swears, I can in my mind. The cold air blows over my flushed body. Save point? Yes. Alright, and with that being said, this will be the end of today's episode. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.